Week one of marathon training is over and I have survived. This is my Valencia training block video. Week one, welcome to PKSRUNS. Hey, so welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Paul, this is PKSRUNS. And in this video series, we are going to be charting my progress through the Valencia Marathon training block. I decided to do a 12-week block. The Valencia Marathon is on the 7th of December. After my pretty horrific run at London, I am just looking to enjoy this, to have fun. That being said, I am putting in the hard yards. So what I thought I'd do today is just take you through this week's training, pull out some of the highlights. Quite honestly, there weren't really any lowlights. I'm actually going to share my screen with you so that you can have a look at the data itself. We'll just go through it together. In summary, I ran 110 kilometers. In fact, that's not quite correct because looking at this screen, I actually started the week really on Sunday. I did 17 kilometers and then I didn't have a rest day. So it's kind of been like an 8-day block. So a little bit confusing, but we'll come back to that in a minute. I would just say, if you like the content, please just watch it to the end. Do like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're training for at the moment. I do love building community with you guys. So let's just dive into the data. As I said last week, I've shifted up the way that I train. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are always going to be easy runs. I'm not really even gonna talk about those because there's no real need to. I go to the gym on those mornings as well, so I do some strength training on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my workout days. So let's have a look at my first workout that I did, which was on Tuesday morning. I actually just did an easy run with some hill repeats towards the end. So let's just have a little look into the data. General average pace is around the 5-minute mark, and there you can see just over here a couple of efforts on these hills. So let's just go up to the laps and then we can actually see what these efforts looked like for the hill repeats, which are about, let's have a look, I guess 200 meters or so. First one was 4 minutes and 7 per kilometer, 4:01 per kilometer, 4:05 per kilometer, 4:10 per kilometer, 4:04 per kilometer. I then actually just carried on my run and I did a couple of other hills, actually you can see over here, just to get myself home. So really positive run. I wasn't looking for it to be a ball busting 20 reps or anything like that. I just wanted to get a little bit of speed in the legs. In honesty, because I went out on the Sunday, let's just go back and have a look on the Sunday. It was supposed to be an easy run. I needed to do, I think, 15 or so kilometers to get my 110 kilometers for the week. And if I'm honest, and Matt rightly pointed this out, I kind of started the training a little bit early because you can see here, I'm drifting from kilometer 10 into sub 3 hour pace. There was some hills, my heart rate's pretty high, and this did leave me a bit knackered on Monday morning and resultingly on Tuesday. I'm recording this now at 10 to 11 on Sunday morning. I did my long run yesterday, so I've got a complete day of rest today. I'll do an easy run on Monday, and then I will be able to get into a workout session on Tuesday. I haven't decided what that's going to be yet. I'm going to figure that out on Monday evening or Tuesday morning. Okay, so let's have a look at Thursday's workout, which I pulled this one out of my Ben Parks training plan just because it looked like an interesting workout for week one. Really good kind of benchmarking. Idea of the workout was run a bit of a warm-up. I decided that I would run out of Bridgewater and get down to the Cannington Straight, and at that point I would start my lap for the workout, which was going to be 8k at tempo. The tempo pace I put into my Garmin was between 3:30 and 3:40 per kilometer, and yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, if I'm honest, a real struggle. But let's just have a little look at the data. You can see here, this is the point at which I started my watch. So the first kilometer I got in 3:33, heart rate 163, then 341, 344, 345, 348, 348, 348, final kilometer 342. Heart rate's still just sitting at this high 160s, which is really, really good. I recovered brilliantly at the end, last 4 kilometers, 5 minutes per kilometer. So yeah, it was hard, but when I think back to where I was when I started my London Marathon block, I was really struggling to get below 4 minutes per kilometer in this very same session. So, really, really positive. Worth just pulling out the best efforts, because I think they're always quite interesting. So my fastest kilometer was 3:34, fastest mile 5:48. I did an 18:34 5k in there, and I did a 38:29 10k. So obviously that isn't my max effort for 5k or 10k. I'd probably go a bit faster on those. I could work a little bit harder. Obviously, if you were going to be racing and you had people around you, then I think I would be able to do that considerably faster. Who knows? So that was a really, really positive session. Gave me a ton of confidence. Honestly, that really, really gave me a little bit of vindication that I'm on a really, really good path. I think I took 20 grams of carbs just before I was about to start the session part of it. I think I probably could have had another one halfway through that quite easily. Anyway, look, this is what the training block is all about. It's about learning what works and what doesn't. If you are fit enough at your target pace at the beginning of your marathon block, then you don't really need to do a marathon block. So it is quite understandable that I'm not there, but I think I'm in a better place than I thought I was. All of the low intensity, low heart rate training is really, really paying off. Obviously the weight loss has paid off, the mindset stuff has paid off. So another 15 kilometers on Friday, and yesterday I got out for 30 kilometers, which was what I needed to do to top off my kilometers for the week. Again, 110 kilometers, completely arbitrary number. I don't know where I've got that from. I just like the sound of it. 110 feels good. That's what I've been doing for the last few weeks, and I'm coping with it. So 110 is what I'm going to do for a little while. I'll probably build it a little bit. But this was a really, really great run. You can see, if I just go into the lap data, with the exception of the first kilometer there at 5:18, I was comfortably in the mid 4 to sort of 3/4 minute. Don't even know what I'm saying now. Anyway, comfortably under 5 minute kilometers. Heart rate really nicely in control. Under 140 mostly. You can see here I got a little bit excited in the back half of the run. Had a little bit of an annoying incident around, I think it was around 20. I was going along the lanes. I actually ran into a herd of cattle crossing the road. Only in Somerset, right? Well, actually, it used to happen to me in Wiltshire, so I guess not only in Somerset. But I had to about turn and change the route on the fly. I never plan my routes before I go out. I just kind of get out and I run and I see what works, and I kind of calculate stuff on the go, which is actually a little bit tiring. But honestly, I can't be bothered with planning routes. I just like to go out, see where I feel like going. You can see it wasn't a flat route, which is nice, reasonable amount of elevation. So that is yesterday. Got a few PRs there, which is fantastic. Not a lot else to say about that other than another just really encouraging run. I took 2 energy gels. I was out for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I want to try and take on 120 grams of carbs per hour on race day. I took 40 grams of carbs yesterday, and it's an interesting one. I've always kind of been of the persuasion that you can just kind of get by with a glass of water before you go out, maybe the sniff of the Kenyon's armpit, and you'll be absolutely fine. But actually properly fueling is really key. So yeah, I will up the ante on the carbs. I did have a really massive breakfast before I went out. I had a bowl of shredded wheat with a banana and some sultanas, followed by a toasting muffin with Nutella and banana on top. That was delicious. Obviously, again, this is a 12-week block. Next week I'll take a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good. In honesty, I felt like I could have just held that pace all day. So really, really positive. And I think that's all I'm going to say this week. We start again tomorrow, gym in the morning, easy run, legs feel good. It's a rest day. Actually going to be doing a little bit of moving around in here. Bought myself a bit of a unit because I've got gear all over the house. And frankly, Laura's getting pissed off. So I am going to bring it all down here. You can actually see that I've just reorganized my medals. I've got some greenery in here and I'm going to find somewhere to put my race numbers. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Week 2 will involve almost certainly some form of interval run on one of the days, Tuesday or Thursday. The other one, I might just go for a really, really long hill. So like run up to the top of the Quantocks or something from home and run down. I don't know. We'll see. I can do whatever I want. I'm not following a plan. So guys, thank you for watching. Do check out my Instagram page, PKSRUNS. Come and find me on Strava. Do share the channel with a friend. You know, I do love sharing this content with you. I love it when people interact with me. And I think that's about all I'm going to say. Have a fantastic week. Do keep in touch. Do let me know how you're getting on with your running. Plenty of regular faces that leave comments, and I genuinely love hearing from you. So I will see you in the next video. Have a great week.